Hi guys, it's Emily from Novel Novels and welcome to today's video. This is my tri-chapter historical fiction. So I mentioned in a previous video about doing a tri-chapter on some of the Tudor books, but I thought I would actually do it purely on the historical fiction genre. And I looked at my BookTube diary and realised I'd forgotten a date for my BookTube videos, so I had to add an extra video in. Hence why I'm filming this over 2 days. The day that I filmed the July TBR and the next day. So I'm going to be doing tri-chapter on 5 books this time, not 6. I am going to do 2 books today and 2 books tomorrow, and I'm going to try and keep it a little bit vlog stylish. I might include clips of making like homemade bolognese, you know, that kind of clips. But before I do anything else, I will show you the books and show you which ones I'm going to read today. So today I'm going to be reading Such Sweet Sorrow by Katie Flynn. She's a bit of a hit and miss historical fiction author for me. This is a very old book and I've had it on my shelf for well over a year, I think possibly 2 or 3 years. So this is why I'm doing on these 5 books. They're books that have been on my TBR for at least a year. One of them is pretty close to a year, I believe, because I bought it when we were on holiday at Wagner. But this one is historical fiction. I'm going to read only the first chapter. And this is about Marianne, who seems to have it all. She's married to handsome naval officer Neil Sheridan, commander of the Confleet. They have a daughter, Libby, and a beautiful home near Prince Park in Liverpool. When war comes, Marianne takes war work and moves to Crocus Street with her mother, Mrs. Wainwright, and her younger sister. Nell disapproves because the Wainwrights live so close to the docks, which is bound to be bombings. But Marianne is firm. So this will be the first one I'm going to be filming today. Why am I filming this, holding it? It's going to kill my dodgy wrist. The next one is a book I bought when we were on Weston-super-Mare last year. It's Families and Friendships by Margaret Thornton. If the past is something best left alone. It's part of a family lost saga. Fiona Norwood is happily married with a small daughter and another baby on the way. Her life should be complete, but she cannot forget the baby that she was forced to give up for adoption when she was 17. So this is some stuff to do with that. So I'm going to read those 2 today. Then I've got a book that I bought because a previous BookTube friend, Gemma, who's previously read a book gem, liked Rose Tremaine. So I'm going to have to move my hand down because my hand's killing me. So this is Rose Tremaine's book and this is Restoration. I basically bought the sequel to this before this, and Gemma said I should read this first. This is about Robert Merivale abandons his medical studies for the vibrant court of Charles II, where he finds an unexpected favour with the king and serves as a paper groom, the youngest of the royal mistress, but falling in love with her. This is intriguing. It's very old. It's very old historical fiction. I've had this on my shelves for ages. I need something to get me to read it. Now I've got 2 books by the same author, which I don't normally do, but these are 2 books that have been on my shelves for the longest. The first one is The King's Concubine by Anne O'Brien, and this is set firstly in 1362. Philippa of Hayet selects a young orphan from the convent, Alice Peters, a girl born with nothing but ambition. The Queen has a role waiting for her in the court. And it's due to King Edward III. So I'm wondering what that's going to be like. But this book, you can see how long it is, so I need something to get me to read it. Or DNF it, purely. The next one is called The Virgin Widow, which is England's Forgotten Queen. And again, this one, look how big that is. This is about Anne Neville, who is the heiress and daughter of the greatest power broker in the land, Warwick, the Kingmaker. Trapped in a deadly tangle of political intrigue, she's a pawn in an uncertain game and used in the house of Neville, York and Lancaster alike. This actually does intrigue me. This is probably one of the ones that I've actually got the most hope for. But to me, at the moment, this is one that looks like one I just needed a boost to read. But we'll see. Now, my plan is, like I've done before, these books need to be read by the end of 2 months' time. So it'll either be read by the end of June or read by the end of July. If I haven't read it by either of those, then they get DNF'd. Pure and simple. So, like I said, today I'm going to read Families and Friendships and I'm going to read Such Sweet Sorrow. I'm only going to read about 20 to 30 pages, which is about a chapter. And I'll get back to you each time when I see what I do. So let's see how I go first. Bye. I just read about just over 20 pages. I didn't even finish a chapter on this. I don't know. It was like a book where I started reading it and I just thought, do you know what? I'm not even enjoying this. Nothing is grabbing me within the first few minutes. And I'm just like, I'm done. I've read so many historical fiction books about World War II and they need to grab me pretty quickly. And this just isn't. It's too samey. I seem to be, I think I might avoid getting historical fiction books set in World War II for a little bit. Because unless they really grab me, they're very, very samey. And this is very, very samey. So, nah, no point keeping it on my shelves. I'm going to unhaul. I'm now going to go and read my book that I'm reading for the month, which is my thriller for the month, which is Watching You by Lisa Jewell. And God, has that got me. That has got me gripped. It's short chapters. It's a massive book, but I'm flying through it. So I'm going to read that while I wait for Chris to get home. And then I think once he gets home, I might try the Families and Friendships. I'll see you soon. I'm sat out in the garden. I actually like this. This is like, I've only read like 2 chapters of this book. This is Families and Friendships, and it looks like it's going to have the 2 different storylines, which is good. First one's about Fiona Norwood, who's basically got a small daughter and another baby on the way. And then you've got the other storyline is the daughter that she gave up for adoption, Debbie Hargreaves. And it looks like the way stories look like quite interesting. I think they're going to link in quite nice. It's not a long book. It's a book that, like I said, we bought in Bognor, so about a year ago. So it's only 300 pages. I actually want to know what's going on with this. So I'm going to be reading this before the end of the month. So you'll see more of this in my June wrap-up. I decided, yeah, this is going on June's TBR. So, yay! Try a Chapter had a success. Tomorrow I will film the clips for the next 3 books and let's see what they do. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So this is the Wednesday. So I'm going to be reading my 3 books today. The first one I started with today is Restoration by Rose Tremaine. I have been very hit and miss by Rose Tremaine. And this one has not really grabbed me. So it means I'm going to get rid of this one and the one after it. So that's another 2 books. That's 3 books already gone bye-byes from my shelves. I just really am realising that I only want to have books on my shelves that I'm really excited by. There is no point having a book that I don't necessarily enjoy, and this one just didn't grab me, and that's okay. So I'm going to read the 2 Anna Bryan books today. I'm going to try and get them read this morning because I've got to upload the video this afternoon. But what I am also reading next is my pages for The Old Curiosity Shop by Charles Dickens. That's what I'm reading today. That's what I'm going to read, so like about 40 pages of this next. And then I'll crack on with the Anna Bryan books. But the sun's out today. I'm sat in my garden. I am really enjoying the nice weather. Yesterday was quite a busy day catching up with housework, so it's going to be nice today just to read, do my try chapter, and just chill. And I'll speak to you all a bit later once I've read one of the Anna Bryan books. Bye bye. I've just read my first chapter of The Virgin Widow by Anna Bryan, and this is actually one I want to keep. And I do not know why this has been on my shelves for so bloody long. It looks really good. The typing's big. It's about Anne Neville and Cecily Neville. Yep, so yeah. And it just looks blooming good. I don't know what it is about it. Like, I loved it. I love it straight away. This is like actually better even than the first book I've kept. So this looks really, really good. And it's Anna Bryan, and it is bloody big. It's 600-page book, and it's one of the biggest on my shelves. So I don't know whether I'll read it at the end of June or whether I will save it for July, but this does look good. In some ways it might also be added to I might take it on holiday with me because it's quite big and it might be quite nice to read on holiday. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm going to put my phone on charge for a bit and then I'll read another book, and then I will do my last book probably in the next hour or so. It's like 10 o'clock now. I just want to get everything done this morning because I just want to rest this afternoon and chill because I'm going for a walk with my friend later. I've got dinner later. I've got to do loads of other jobs, but that's the joy. Anyway, I'm going to put that book away, and this will be my keepy. I'll let you know what I think of the next Anna Bryan book, and I'll see if that surprises me, because at the moment I've kept 2 and got rid of 2. So the last one will be, who knows? Let's see. Just to wrap this video up, I did not like The King's Concubine. It's not that I didn't like it, it's an era of history that doesn't necessarily interest me, so I've decided just to unhaul it. I am going to try, I still might try some different eras of history, but some just like with Restoration, that was like Charles or something or another history, and they're not timelines that necessarily interest me. So I need to have a book from those sort of timelines that would really jump out at me. There's going to have to be something a bit more to them. So lastly, let's show you the 2 books that I'm keeping. So out of the 5 books, I'm only keeping 2. I'm keeping Friends and Families and Friendships, which will be read at the end of June. And then The Virgin Widow by Anne O'Brien, which will be read either this month or by the end of June or by the end of July. Bear in mind that this is Wednesday the 21st, so we've only got about just another week of the month, and I've got other books that are on the list. So yeah, this has been successful. Out of 5 books, I've unhauled 3 that I've done the tri-chapter and 1 that was a sequel to one of the ones that I've done tri-chapter 2. So this is productive. My plan this month is just to go on a bit of an unhaul binge, because even though I've hardly bought any books this month, I've been really good for me. Sneaky peek. I know that in July I'm going to Windsor and to Woking. So I've got I've got my holiday at the end of the month, so I know that the next few months I'm going to be doing a bit of a book buying binge. So I thought this month, clear the ways, make sure I've got some room. So this video has been successful. Sorry it's a bit shaky. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and not subscribed yet, ring on my ding-a-ling. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.